Hi, pile number one. Welcome back to Dream Tarot. All right, so today we'll be reading on your future home. This will be confirmation of the home that you're manifesting and also your experience there. So I'm going to jump right in for you and show you the first cards that came out for pile number one. All right, so the first card I have here is Medical Staff, and this is a card of healing. And then the second card to come out for you, pile number one, is Stars, which is a card of divine guidance. So your future home will be your refuge or your safe place. The place that you currently are at may feel very overstimulating, chaotic, or you could just be feeling really ungrounded at this time. With this card, I see your new place will rejuvenate your energy and it will feel like you can breathe, stretch your arms out, and claim your space and relax. The community or neighborhood could be well maintained and also have a sense of urgency around maintenance, events, and announcements. The noise could get a little loud around holidays or events, but otherwise it is very calm and quiet here. You could live next to a major hospital or even near a police station. I feel like your future home was ordained for you to rest after a chaotic time in your life. All right, so also with these cards, what else that we did get for you, pile number one, is the Two of Wands. And that was clarified by Temperance. We also have the Five of Wands here for you. And that is clarified by the Nine of Swords. And then lastly, we have the Ace of Cups here for you. And that was clarified by the Nine of Wands. All right, so starting off with the Two of Wands being clarified by Temperance, you could have two major options when it comes to choosing your future home. Your first option or one option could be a deep desire that may blow the bank or require accommodations on your already busy schedule. And the other option is nice as well and could be more of a starter home than the first option. At this time in your life, you will believe in doing things in moderation or practicing patience for your bigger goals. So naturally, I see you picking the second option. You know that life will be good regardless as long as you move on from the chapter that you're closing out. With the Two of Wands and Temperance, you can expect your future home to bring you ambition and also inner peace. You will feel a sense of control of your future, but also deeply content in your present moment. These cards represent a home that is minimalistic, where everything feels intentional. You could have lots of natural light, and it could be very airy, open, and spacious. You could have decor that blends modern and spiritual elements. There could also be a dedicated area for reflection and manifestation, like a writing desk or a vision board, or even a corner for meditation. Your environment will feel balanced and uncluttered, which will allow you to focus and flow. Also, this could be located somewhere elevated or scenic, like a hill, near water, or with wide views. All right, we also have the Five of Wands here, and again, that's being clarified by the Nine of Swords. The Five of Wands lets me know that this will not be your forever home. This is a starter and will be a place of transition for you. You will finally be finding peace after conflict. You could be changing your lights. Since there is so much natural light during the day, the home could get really dim in the evening and also in nighttime. It could be hard to stay organized in your bedroom. All right, so I also want you to remember during that time that clutter messes with your mind. All right, so especially in your bedroom, I feel like there could be a lot of clutter, or you may not be as organized. Maybe your clothes, somehow land on your bed most of the week. And I do feel like that could mess with your mental. So I just want to remind you that clutter does mess with the mind. So to try to, when you do move to this place, keep your room as organized as possible. All right. You could isolate in your home when you first move if you feel burdened or unsupported. This home will allow you to process your thoughts and emotions about some conflict from your past. With these cards, I'm seeing blacked out curtains for some reason, okay? So be careful not to isolate too much when you move, all right? And also maybe open up your blinds a little bit more. Make sure all of that natural light that you afforded in this new place is being shown. All right, and then lastly, guys, we have the Ace of Cups here. And this is being clarified by the Nine of Wands. With this card, your future home will be filled with love, emotional renewal, softness, and also guarded by strong boundaries. I feel like with the Nine of Wands, this feels like a safe haven that someone built after going through a lot of chaos, okay? So that could be you. The Ace of Cups lets me know that your home will be beautiful inside out. This could be a new build with great aesthetics, but still has a cozy build to it. I see that your future home will be private and selective, like not too many people are invited in. You could live near the ocean, a lake, or have lots of plants or fountains around you. The home may be gated, tucked away, or private. Security could even be enforced, or you could have a concierge. This will be your place of rebirth where you could heal from heartbreak, trauma, or burnout. There's a sense of feeling of serene energy here that comes with protection from negativity or intrusion. So look out for things like fish tanks, plants, maybe like ocean water or coastal decor. Quiet mornings, locked gates, privacy hedges, and even security measures. Okay, so now let's see what else we can find out about your future home. All right, let's see what else we can find about your future home. All right, so your home could be very nature inspired. Okay, so that's the first thing that's coming out. Okay, and you also will have a very open floor plan, which is nice. Let's see what else. All right, so this will be a place that attracts wealth and also emotional fulfillment. All right, that's nice. And I think we'll do one more. All right, also your future home will be very futuristic or high tech, so you may have the latest technology in your new home. All right, and then one more. All right, the last message here is that your dream is manifested into reality. So this is definitely a home that you manifested for yourself. This is definitely a desire coming true for you. So that's really nice. All right, guys. Lastly, I want to talk about the role that you will play in your future community. And you did pull the King of Cups, pile number one. All right, so I feel like you'll be recognized for your maturity and your empathy. Neighbors or community members may feel naturally comfortable confiding in you. You are likely to become the heart of your neighborhood, the one who effortlessly uplifts everyone around you. Your neighbors will be very fond of you and always remember the kind things that you say to them or the nice gestures that you have made. It is likely that you will be given gifts around holidays or even invited out to their personal events. Children also may be taking a big liking to your energy, feeling safe and nurtured by you. All right, so that's all I have for you, pile number one. I hope that that gave you a lot of detail. I hope that you enjoyed. Please make sure to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye, pile number one. All right, pile number two. The first cards that you're pulling here is Lotus Flower, which is the card of enlightenment. And you also pulled Sunflower here. Okay, lots of flowery energy I'm seeing. And this is the card of action. So there could be something about plants or especially flowers that could be very significant about this future home that you'll be manifesting. All right, so let's talk about the Lotus Flower. This is the card of enlightenment. And from this card, I already see that in your future home, you will feel motivated, driven, and more responsible, and even more social as well. There will be lots of nostalgic memories made here, and I could see you doing some traveling. Pictures of your adventures will be displayed in this home. This home will represent rising above past darkness, just like a lotus blooms from the mud, symbolizing your rebirth, your healing, and your inner balance. I see a lot of decor that encourages mindfulness, like plants, soft water, sunlight, open air, or meditative decor. In this new home, you will have vitality, optimism, and great momentum. You will feel inspired to move, create, and express yourself. The energy here is bold, radiant, and future focused. All right, so also you pulled here the Queen of Cups, and this card is being clarified by the Ace of Swords. You pulled the Suspension card, or the Hangman, and this is being clarified by the King of Pentacles. And you also pulled the Ten of Swords, and this is being clarified by the King of Swords. All right, so let's talk about it. We'll start with the Queen of Cups being clarified by the Ace of Swords. All right, so this card is very interesting. I'll give you guys a little look up close. All right, so I feel like with this card of the Queen of Cups, there's something very quirky or eccentric about your home, or maybe even your home decor. It feels very fun, unique, artistic, and maybe even rare. Your house looks like, I have money, okay? I feel like maybe every corner of your home could be furnished, and everything placed is very intentional. I'm seeing a home that could be having a lot of knickknacks and collectibles placed throughout. It feels like everything has a story behind it. You will also have a pet that you will spoil and adore. You will feel very pleased with your future home, like you got everything right. Coming home will put a big smile on your face. Your space could feel like a warm hug. The design will be clean, have an open layout, and could be maximalist energy and very modern. You will have a reserved space like a balcony, patio, or den for journaling, writing, creating, or even meditating. All right, let's get into the Suspension card, better known as Hangman, clarified by the King of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like with this combo, your future home will embody patience, perspective, and prosperity. This will be a space where time slows down for you so that true stability, abundance, and wisdom can flourish. Expect your home to feel still, like you're immersed in every moment and life is not just passing you by. You will feel grounded and rich, both in meaning and in comfort. This will be a peaceful, elevated sanctuary for you. There is an energy of quiet wealth. You could feel very comfortable with your finances in your future home. Your home will feel very earthy, elegant, and well established. Think high quality materials, lush textures, and you could also be surrounded by nature, or you could feel like your foundation is built to last. During this time, you would have mastered the art of comfort and prosperity. Everything is stable and beautiful here. Okay. All right, lastly, guys, we have the Ten of Swords here with the King of Swords. And this feels like someone that once they've achieved this huge accomplishment of securing their new home, they don't stop and celebrate. By the time you secure your future home, you could feel desensitized or detached from this accomplishment. The good thing is that securing your future property also signifies the end of suffering, turmoil, or even a low emotional state. You could have suffered a loss related to a past home that could have changed your approach. It's important to know that this future blessing is birthed from that very ending that you had. Moving into this new home will give you the structure that you've always worked hard for. You will find that you're more clear and decisive with your decisions and intentions. You move with authority and no longer second guess yourself. This home brings you the total life reset that you needed. You have rebuilt your life from rock bottom and found your way to the top. This combo makes me believe also that you will be very clean in your new home. You may have strict rules regarding your home. Any visitors who act a fool simply will not be coming back around, or anyone trespassing will be strictly enforced against. Your place will reflect discipline. It could be very clean, or you could even hire housekeepers during this time. It will be super organized, lights off when you're not in the room, camera surveillance, and no shoes in the house type of vibe. All right, so now let's see, pile number 2, what else we can find out about your future home. All right, pile number 2, let's see what we can see about your future home. Let's see what comes up for you. All right, so your new home will be empowering. It can reflect your confidence and also your growth, which is really nice. All right, let's see the second thing to come out. Your future home will be in a warm, sunny climate. All right, so I guess that's really important to know. All right, third thing. Your future home could be very city chic or even in an apartment, but that could be the style, very city chic. All right, your new home will also have artwork, mirrors, or gold accents. And I think we pulled one more for you. Let's see. Okay, and also your future home will be very elegant and luxurious. All right, and I think that's it. Did we pull any more? Oh, one more. Okay. Let's see. What else did you get here? All right, your future home will represent freedom after struggle, and that's exactly what I felt with the Ten of Swords and the King of Swords being here. So perfect. All right, so now guys, let's talk about the role that you could play in your community. All right, pile number 2. So let's talk about the role that you'll be playing in your community of your future home. You got the 5 of Cups. So as the 5 of Cups, you will be seen as the empath, the quiet healer, and the one who understands sorrow. You may not always be on the scene, but when you are, you leave space naturally to become the listener of your community. You could offer comfort, understanding, or quiet wisdom when others feel defeated. Neighbors or community members may open up to you during hard times because they feel safe in your presence and understanding. You may volunteer, check in on neighbors, or even show up as the nurturer. All right, so pile number 2, that's how we're going to end it off here today. Please like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys very soon in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. All right, welcome back to Dream Tarot. So we're going to talk all about your future home. This video will be confirmation of the future home that you've been manifesting and also your experience there. All right, so let's jump right in for you, pile number 3. Let's talk about the 2 cards that you pulled for your future home. All right, so the first card we have here is the butterfly card, and this is the card of metamorphosis. And then you also pulled the tree, which is the card of ancestry. All right, so a very interesting pick. Let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit more. So I feel like your future home, pile number 3, could have some history attached to it or history behind it. You could live near a landmark or land that has been passed down from generations. Your home will have an energy of butterfly effect, like making that move unlocked a lot of new doors and opportunities for you. This could be an old property or building with recent renovations and upgrades. You will have a total transformation and level up in your future home. Butterflies also could be a frequent occurrence in your community, or you could plant plants that draw in butterflies to your yard. Your neighborhood could be structured like a compound, like a small community, all on a specific plot of land. Unlike a normal neighborhood, like intentionally small, like almost just a select few people live in your community. Your family could also play a big role in your future home with inheritance, picking it out, or even furnishing the home. Your home will host a lot of family traditions. You could be raising a family here. This home will be passed down to your next generation. So ultimately, with your future home, you are creating some generational wealth. All right. So kudos to you with that. That sounds amazing. So let's talk about some of the cards that you pulled about your future home. The first being the Knight of Swords here. And this is being clarified by the Three of Cups. You also pulled the Star. And this card is clarified by the Page of Wands. And lastly, you pulled the Judgment card, and this card is being clarified by the Four of Swords. All right. So let's start off with the Knight of Swords being clarified by the Three of Cups. I feel like your future home could have been acquired on a whim. It feels like you're going to have to seize the moment when this comes around and make a strategic decision to move. It could feel a little rushed, but you will feel at peace with your decision. Also, your friends will aid you in instilling confidence in your decision, or helping you move quickly, or also celebrating your success. Your first meal could be spent laughing, drinking, and eating with your friends, and spending the night admiring your new surroundings, and also planning future memories together. There will be a lot of good time spent here. I also see you playing music often all around your home. You will likely be ambitious and very focused during this time, and also riding the momentum that you've gained. This is a home where things happen quickly, like moving happen very quickly, or there could be sudden upgrades that come towards you very quickly, and you'll also be making progress very quickly. This could be a city apartment, a loft, or even an active environment where it's very close to activities, opportunities, and also social life. I feel like your neighbors could become your friends along the line, and you will feel like your future home is an emotionally safe place to gather in. Your future home will have lots of pictures, art, and gifts from family and friends, and also shared memories. You and your friends will be energetic, social, creative, driven, intelligent, and also inspiring to each other in this home. All right, and then let's talk about the Star being clarified by the Page of Wands. This card is so interesting because if you look at it, the butterflies are back, okay? So I just thought that was such a great confirmation to come out in your reading of the butterfly. Maybe butterflies have special symbology for you. Wait, is that how you say it? Symbology? I don't think that's how you say it. Symbolism? Okay, so I feel like butterflies will hold and carry incredible symbolism for you. That could just be, telling you this is the start of your transformation, your glow up, your level up, your upgrade in life, or even signifying like wish fulfillment, being able to get this home, secure this home. All right, so I just thought that was so interesting again with the butterflies. But other than expecting to see lots of butterflies in your community, your future home will be a place you rediscover joy, purpose, and your manifestations. This will be a bright and airy and also a very magical home that radiates optimism and creative freedom. I feel like the Star is bringing you that divine guidance, serenity, and healing energy. There could be a new salon, or maybe like a nail salon or a barber shop or a spa that you will likely become a frequent regular. Your health could magically get better in this new home. So if you have any health issues that you are dealing with, you could find that you find some relief from that once you move to this new home. There's also a very youthful appearance where everything is open, luminous, and fresh, or brand new. There is likely a spiritual or creative corner that you will create where you could have a vision board, a painting area, maybe even your altar, or a writing nook. Your community will have lots of interesting stores, restaurants, and events that you can go to. You could find it purposeful to donate, do charity work, or even some kind of like charity in your future community. All right. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to give back to your community. And I see you partaking in that. Lastly, with the star card energy, you could live near someone famous or even in a famous zip code. And your popularity will rise in this new home. You could also live near water or under an open sky where stars are very prominent in the nighttime. All right, so moving on from the star, let's talk about the judgment card here with the Four of Swords. All right, so coming from the star to the judgment, your move to this new home could feel like alignment and also divine timing. You could be highly confused or lacking direction during that time, but something is urging you to pull the trigger and just go for it. With the Four of Swords, you could feel like some people in your life at this time could be judging your decisions. And I feel like this move signifies you showing these people, this is my life and I am the master of my own destiny. Your future home will bring you deep rest, solitude, and mental recovery. There is something about your bed, like this bed will be so spacious and so comfy like a cloud. It could be the mattress or the lavish sheets that you'll be purchasing. All right. But I feel like this bed could be very healing for you, nurturing you every night. In this future home, you will find the meaning behind your life's purpose, and your life will start to make more sense. You could go for a more simplistic, minimal style that feels intentional and even spiritual and sacred. Your environment will be the quiet space that you needed. All right? So that sounds amazing. Now I want to see what else we can find out about your future home. All right, pile number 3, let's see what's going on with your future home. Anything else that we can figure out here? Let's see what comes out for you. Okay, so your future home could have the style or build of like an industrial loft or have a lot of industrial themes. All right, let's see what's next here. Okay, along with that, you also could have a big bohemian or artistic vibe to your home. I don't know why I can't speak today, guys. It's so awkward today. I don't know why. All right, let's see what's next for you. Also could have a very suburban calmness to it or countryside peace. So not saying that you will be living in the suburbs or on the countryside, but something is very peaceful and still and calm about the energy connected to your future home that reminds us of the suburbs or countryside. You also will have a spacious bathroom with a self-care vibe. Okay, love that. That makes sense also with the star coming out for you, because I feel like star is aesthetics and beauty. So that makes a lot of sense as well. And then let's see what else we have here. Okay, you will feel the energy of renewal and stability in your future home. All right, that's amazing. And maybe one more. Okay, you also could have a vintage or antique filled style. And you know what I also feel about that? It feels like what that's trying to say is something to do with that ancestry, like how maybe things could have a lot of history. This could be a very old community or old building, but maybe it's renovated, but still is able to to keep some of that timeless elegance about it. So that's beautiful. All right, so now pile number 3, I do want to go ahead and get into the role that you'll be playing in your community. All right, so for the role that you'll be playing in your community, you have the 9 of Cups, okay? So this feels very rare. Feels like a very rare role that many people don't have the luxury to experience. So there's something very lucky about your circumstances when you do move to your future community. All right, so the 9 of Cups is all about self. It's a very self-indulgent energy, and I feel it's also an energy of feeling very spoiled. Okay, so you could feel spoiled by your community. You could feel spoiled by the options. Maybe your favorite restaurant is right down the street, or, maybe where you prefer to get your gas is the gas station that's right outside of your neighborhood. There could be something also about like maybe I don't know, like taxes. Okay, so maybe you have different tax rules than other counties or other states, and it kind of puts you in a very lucky position here. There's something also very like you're always able to get more. So you could be getting more out of the deal than a normal house deal. Like, you're getting something offered in the process or even money. Maybe the time that you're moving, you could be getting money off of, landing and securing your home. So things are going to work out for you very effortlessly, and you're going to have even better experiences than you could have ever imagined or dreamt up. You just may feel like things are always working out for you, things are always going in your way. Things kind of turn out better than you expected. And this will be like an everyday thing for you. So I see you just really sitting pretty and being catered to by the universe in this community. It feels like you kind of have it made with that Nine of Cups. All right, and so with that being said, pile number 3, I'm going to end it there. Make sure to like the video. It does help out my channel a ton. Comment down below. Let me know what pick a card you want to see next or what you think about this reading. And also subscribe to my channel because I would love to see you back. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll speak soon. All right, bye.